All right, we are looking today at the general proof of a trapezoid. Okay, an isosceles trapezoid. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to sketch a little graph here to the side. Okay. So I've got my y-axis is straight up and down. My x-axis is right to left. And I am going to then plot my points. I like to always have one at 0, 0 if I can. And here is my isosceles trapezoid. Megan, can you change chairs? Thanks. It's not your fault. It's the chair's fault. Bad chair. All right. So this point right here I'm going to call A. Then I'm going to call this B, C, and D. Okay. I'm going to call point A 0, 0. So I'm going to put that over here as well. A is 0, 0. Shh. I know my hand's in the way. Okay. Now, this gets a little complicated because I know I have to go over so much and then up so much. So no one should have a phone out right now, guys. I don't want to call people out by name, but I will. No one should have a phone out right now. Nobody should have headphones or music on playing this because we are following directions and taking notes. Okay. This right here, I went over T, I'm going to call it 0. That's this point right here on my x-axis. Then right here, this point on my y-axis, I'm going to say I went up K. I went over 0, up K. Okay? So I'm going to make B, T, K. I went over T, up K. All right. Now C, I'm going to call this right here W0. So I'm going to call C, I went over W, up K. Everybody following me so far? Should be pretty similar to all the other proofs that we have been doing. Okay? It's just slightly different lengths. If somebody is stuck with why I'm doing this, please be able to form a question and ask. What are we confused about? Because now it's going to get weird. All right. This is an isosceles trapezoid. It is a poorly drawn one. But do you guys agree that this distance right here from A to T, we have to have that same distance from W to D if it was drawn correctly? Okay, so from A to this point is T, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so this point to here has to be T.
Yeah.
But we already went W over. So we're going to call it W plus T. Yep. And we went up 0. Okay. W plus T. This is about as close as I can get because I have to fit a pen under here. Okay? All right. So now you've got to find two things. We're going to use that distance formula. So that's x1 minus x2 squared plus y1 minus y2 squared, all underneath the square root sign. And we're going to use the slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And we are going to find the distance between AB and the slope for AB. We are going to find the distance from B to C and the slope from B to C. And we're going to find the distance between C and D and the slope for C to D. And we're going to find the distance from A to D and the slope for A to D. Okay? I'm going to zoom out so I can show you more of this. And then at the bottom, part C, you're going to find the lengths of the diagonals. So you're going to use this formula right here for C. And you're going to find the lengths between AC and BD. Okay, we've been using the distance formula. We've been using it with letters. This should be the fourth one most of you are doing. Some of you, it's the fifth one. Okay, plugging in letters for the distance formula. Remember, if it's zeros or if it eliminates the letters, you should be able to do it. We did this with all the other ones as well. So I'm going to leave this up here for you guys. This is what you're going to work on in class today. If you don't finish it in class, it does become homework. I also gave you a test review, okay? That is not due till Tuesday, okay? But I wanted you guys to be able to get started on that test review. So if anybody doesn't have both worksheets, like I stated on the board before class started, please make sure you pick them up before you leave. And you should be working on this right now, okay?